Hey friends, happy Tuesday. I know last week I said I only had a couple more fall cards and then we were tiptoeing into Christmas, but I forgot about one stamp set that I had. So I'm gonna sneak in one more fall card because I don't wanna wait until next fall to use this. So I have this really cute On the Farm stamp set. I'll link it down below for you, but it's so cute, but it's screaming fall to me and I really wanna use it before fall season. Of course, I have the coordinating dies as well, and I'm not sure what I'm gonna do here. I think I might actually do a horizontal card. I haven't done one of those in a while, and I think this is calling for a little bit more space, so we might need to turn it horizontal and do something a little out of my comfort zone. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Click on the title of the video if you want to see everything I'm using to create this card, and I can't wait to do our final fall card, and then I promise on Thursday we're gonna do Christmas. I'm looking at my calendar and I fibbed again. I think we are going to wait until the following week for Christmas because I already have some things in the calendar for next week. So Christmas is coming, I promise, but it's going to be super fun. Okay, so here is the stamp set if you want a closer look at it. So cute. We have a really fun tractor pulling a wagon, and then there are some fun additions that we can put on there. I'm thinking the kids would be super cute, especially because I have 3 kiddos. That looks like girl, girl, boy to me, so that might just have to be what we do. And then there are really fun sentiments. Now, I was saying this was screaming fall, but they do have additional sentiments that can have this stamp set being used all year round. So we have It's Your Birthday, filled with fun. And then we have Hope Your Day, as we have some sentiments that we can build on one another, Riding By to Say. So we do have obviously a fall sentiment, but we certainly don't have to use it if you find this stamp set at another time of year and want to do something different. So that is really refreshing about stamp sets. All right, let's first stamp out the images we want to do. And I'm going to grab 80-pound cardstock. Just one sheet. Actually, I'm going to put that to the side for another one. And let's see, obviously tractor, and then is it wagon that we're pulling? I'm not sure. Okay. This makes me want to go to the pumpkin patch so badly. We are going in a couple weeks, but I love the tractor rides. So fun. Okay, we have the little wagon that we're pulling. I'm gonna do the kids for my addition. I think that will be super fun, especially because they look like my 3 kiddos. We are going to need the little farmer driving. And, ooh, you could also put pumpkins in there as well, which would be super cute. Let's maybe do the sign, and then we can put a cute sentiment in there. So we have This Way, corn maze, yippee, yay, wee. There's a lot of fun things. There's also a corn stalk, which is really fun. Bales of hay. Oh my gosh, all these things are so cute. We have little smileys too. Are those supposed to go? Where in the world are those supposed to go? Maybe on the pumpkins? I have no idea. That's cute. Okay, is that it? I think that'll be good. We can always add more if we want, but I think that should be just fine. Okay, as always, I'm going to color these with Copics. So I'm going to use the Memento ink because it will not smear once I go to color with the alcohol markers. Here we go. Probably should have conditioned those stamps. This is going to be a crummy first impression, but oh yeah, that was horrible. Okay, let's do that one more time. Actually, let's push down right there to at least get the little steering wheel. Okay, and then one more to darken that up, smooth it out. Okay, and there we go. That should do it. And then I think I want to, well, maybe I'll color first before I figure out what I want to do with my backdrop. Yeah, okay. I'm going to do one more on the wagon. It's looking just a little tiny bit. There we go. That looks better. Okay, I think I should be good. Maybe the wheels one more time too, just to darken those up. All right, I'm happy with that. There we are. Now let me pick my colors, and then I'll do my backdrop second. I think I just want a little bit more time to decide what I want to do, but also decide on what color I want to use behind. So I want to kind of see what the bulk of my color selection is going to be with my markers, and then I can kind of match it or do something complementary. Oh, I need to do the inside of the sign. So let's put this back in. Ooh. And let's see here. I like corn maze and pumpkins. Oh, let's do hay rides and pumpkins. I think that'll be fun. Okay, I'm gonna have hay rides be maybe going this way, because then they would have been because the tractor is going to be going towards the right, so it would have kind of indicated that they would have gotten on to the left. So I'm going to put the hayride going to the left, and then pumpkins are going to go to the right, because usually at the pumpkin patch we like to go to, we are riding the tractor to the pumpkin patch to get our pumpkins, and then we ride back with our pumpkins. So we'll be heading towards the pumpkins in my little fictional scene here. Okay, so I don't know if those are going to be perfectly straight, but we are letting go of perfection and just having fun. Okay, so those are going to be super cute. Oh, you know what? My thing just shifted. Darn it. Okay, here, you know what I'll do is let's do, I had my paper shifted over. Let's do, I'm going to grab a scrap piece of paper. Ooh, you can definitely tell that's a scrap piece. Actually, let me get another one. Okay. What I will do is just do the words first, and then I'll line up, since these are already placed down, I can line up the other stamp on top of it. Okay, so there's that. And then, once I put these back, pumpkins, hay rides, I'll grab this one more time, and then do that. Ooh, that's actually kind of the better way to do it, but you wouldn't have been able to do this part without the whoopsie. There really wouldn't be any lining that up. I think that looks great. Okay, now let's make sure that that's in place. Looks to be. Stamp this down. Oh my gosh, did I do it again? What's going on with me? What is going on? Did I shift that again? Oh, goodness, it's not my day. It's just not my day. Darn it, that was gonna be super cute. I said we're letting go of imperfections, but that's just a little too off for me. I want to try to get a little bit better. All right, third time is the charm. I should edit this out, but I'm not going to, because we've all been there and relatable. Okay, pumpkins going to the right. Hay rides coming from the left. Oh my word. Make sure I don't put them upside down as well. Oh my word. Okay, if not, we're ditching the sign, is what the next answer is going to be. Okay, let's see. Prayers for the stamp. Voila. Not perfect, but much more intentionally closer there. Okay, get out of here. At least it gave the bulk of our stamps a lot of time to dry. So now we will definitely be ready to color. Okay, I am loving how that looks. I might even have her have like a little polka dot shirt with this white gel pen. It's really slight, but it kind of is adding to some fun. So I just smudged his little hair. Okay, I am going to let this dry, and I am thinking about doing a like light orange backdrop. I think that will be super pretty. So I'm gonna grab another panel here, and I think because I want to bring in some more of that orange, so that's why I want to do this first. Also, I really like teal and orange together, so I think this could be really fun. And when I say orange, I mean more of like a sherbet orange. So here's my backdrop. Let's trim it down first, and let's go ahead and trim it down to 5 1/4 by 4. Okay, that'll give us a little bit of a margin there. And then let's also maybe do a mask. I love these A2 masks. I think they're super fun. And let's see. I think that could be really neat. And then we would have the tractor kind of going off the sides. Or we could bump, no, I kind of want to do it smaller because then I'll be able to do my sentiment below. So I might even offset it a little bit and have it be up just a bit. Let's tape everything down. First things first, let's just get this all centered. And then the sentiment, I'm really liking the hey there, hey there, hey, have a happy fall. That could be really cute. Okay, so maybe off center this a little bit so that I have some room for my sentiment. So let's see. I think that looks pretty good. To my eye, that's looking really nice. So let's do that. And then I'll grab, let's do maybe creamsicle for my ink color. I also have nectar as well, which would be wonderful. So let's do a little test over here. So I have nectar, and I could probably do both. Oops, sorry, that's not helping you at all. Ooh, I like that. Actually, I might like that on its own. And then I have creamsicle, which is just kind of a bump up. Gosh, they're almost the same. I might go with, let's start with nectar. I'm gonna kind of wash this off. Okay, let's start with nectar. I'm gonna tap it off a little bit, and then I kind of want to do an ombre look, but anything is gonna look really fun here. So I'm gonna start by doing my whole scene. Oops, something's rattling here. Let's move that. There we go. Bring in just a little faint look here. And you can also just do this with one ink color. You don't have to do multiple colors. You'll just go a little heavier handed on the darker portion to do that ombre, and lighter hand on the rest. Okay. Oops, wrong way. Okay, I'm loving that for an even look. And then let's go ahead and bring in, that's pretty, creamsicle. Let's see, this needs to all go over here. Let's bring in creamsicle and see if we can maybe deepen the bottom a little bit. But again, these are both so similar. Ooh, I like that. I like this kind of sherbet color and teal together. I think that's really pretty. Okay, and then what I'll do is go back with nectar and then just do this mid area, just to blend that together. Just like that. And we are going to be layering, so if it's not looking quite even, then first of all, the ink will kind of smooth out as it dries. But, ooh, I think that's looking good. But we're gonna be layering, so you're not gonna notice any little imperfections. Okay, I'm gonna stop there, put my ink away, and then let's remove this to see how we're doing here. Okay, it's slight, but I love it. I think that's gonna be fun. Let's bring back our, I'm gonna be careful not to rip the side of my paper. Let's bring back our Misty and stamp out the sentiment before we begin layering anything else. It's multiple stamps, which always makes me nervous. So I'm gonna do hey there, hey, have a happy fall. I think that'll be cute. I'm gonna try to do them all at the same time, because if I do it at the same time, then I can line them up together. Hey there, hey. All right, I'm just using this little brush so that I can position these without them sticking to my fingers. I think that looks good. I'm gonna go with it. Okay, let's solidify that. And then we'll use the Memento ink once again. And sorry, this is a little bit off camera here, but I'm gonna stamp them right up here. And, oh, I think that's gonna look good. Oh, it does. Oh, and they have the words kind of tilted and making them, and they have the words kind of tilted to make it look really playful and fun. So it's pretty forgiving when you're lining them up. But I did put some space in between my stamps, and I think, oh, that's perfect. Okay. Loving that. Not shooting for perfection, but that looks really good. And clean off, and let's do a card base and put our images on. All right, I have these all arranged with the coordinating dies, and I have them attached with some washi tape just so that the dies don't shift. Okay. I should have done a beat the clock. I totally forgot to bring it out, and we are so far at 54 minutes. It probably would have beeped on me. I did not intend on this taking that long, but you know, things happen. Okay, darn, I wish I would have done that. Those kids just turned out darling. So did the little farmer. Loving all the coloring. Also, every color that I used, I'll link down below in the description. That way you can add those colors to your collection or recreate this card if you want to use the same colors. Okay, there's that. And finally, little farmer. Okay, now let's do our card base. Again, we're gonna do a horizontal card this time, which just never happens on my channel. I don't love them, but every once in a while, a card calls for it. Okay, now I have to think through here. I have this at 8.5 by 5.5, is that correct? So 4 1/4. I have to think through it because it's not the normal orientation for me. Okay, final size will be a traditional A2 size card. So that would give us 5.5 by 4 1/4. And then again, we trimmed this down earlier. I decided to do a white card base just to keep the color all in the focus here. Oh, I was going to do a little splatter with, no, I'm not going to. I was going to have some of that ink kind of like spray on there, but I think I'm going to just continue on. Keep it simple. All right, now, as always, I'm gonna add some foam adhesive to the back to give it a boost of dimension, and we'll do the same with our little images with some foam squares. 3 should be good to go here. Okay, and then I have a little bent weeding hook I can grab these liners with. All right, then place this right on down. Okay, that looks good. Did I get something on my panel? It kind of looks like it. Okay, now we have a couple things we need to layer. So this little guy needs to go right in here. How cute is he? What I'm gonna do actually is tape, and then we'll further use adhesive later, but I'm just gonna get him taped on in there. That looks cute. And then I love how you have that orange behind. Now, it's okay for me that he's running outside of the margin. I like that look. I think it kind of allows the whole scene to interact with the rest of the card, excuse me. But let's decide where we want our sign here. It'd be kind of cute. I don't know, let's see. Gotta get the rest of it all going. Let's put these little cuties in, and again, I'm gonna tape them. Oh, they're so cute. I'm gonna tape them on the back. You could use liquid glue too if you'd like. Let's do this, and then we'll just add them right behind here. I'm gonna let as much of that green grass poke up because I really like having that pop of color. All right, now it's our sign. Our sign, I wonder if I should just kind of have it be layered in here. I think that could be really cute. Because if not, I think our spacing is just getting a little much. Also, this doesn't look to scale to me because this sign looks really short. So I actually like that. It kind of also adds a little height there. I don't want to do that because I don't want it to look like it's coming out of the little boy's head. But right there, I think it looks really cute. Okay, I like the height that that's offering. So let's do, I think we need to do this little wagon of cuties first. Actually have some little foam squares that I'm trying to finish up. So let's do 2 here, and then we'll add some smaller ones to their little heads right there. Okay, and then I like that. Okay, let's just go ahead and place that down. And I don't use normally my little hook to get these little liners off. I find that they're really pretty easy, but you can do that for sure. Okay. And I'm not going on the bottom of my little orange scene. I'm gonna have them kind of floating in there because I like that color in between. And then we'll do that. Okay, let's lay this one down. This one right there. Oh, they're so cute. Okay. And then again, we'll layer this behind the little kiddos. So maybe a couple squares up here. Okay, I'm gonna grab tweezers just to help me place this. But I like something like this. Yeah, I think that looks cute. Let's do a little sequins and we will be all done. I love this peach sequins, especially for fall. It just kind of looks like leaves and I think it's really fun. So I just have to figure out what kind of placement I want to do. I'm thinking definitely right here, maybe a trio. And then I wonder if I could just kind of do a duo right there. I think that will be cute. I'll grab my little wand here. I'm going to focus on the smaller sequins. So a medium and then 2 little small ones. And then I might even, I like that. I might even do 2 small ones down here just because of the small little area that I have to work with. Yeah, I like that. That's cute. All right. Final card, I was at 1 hour and 5 minutes, but that was well worth it. I think that's so fun. I love the fresh fall look. It kind of is really fun to have different colors than traditional fall colors too, but bringing that fall element in with the orange backdrop and the sequins, I think that's super fun. Again, this stamp set can be used any time of year, so don't feel that you have to grab it for fall season only. There were other sentiments that would make this really fun to use year round. All right, everyone, be sure to let me know how much you loved this card. I loved creating it for you, and I'll see you next time.